All right, here's a spicy one. Should software developers quit after turning 50? I mean, the tech industry is always hyped about the latest and greatest new frameworks, AI tools, younger talent. But does that mean turning 50 is a career expiration date? Let's break it down because the answer is not as simple as you might think. Let's start with the big one, ageism. It's real and it sucks. Some companies think that younger devs are naturally more innovative or better at keeping up with new tech. But here's the thing, experience is like a superpower. Sure, a 25-year-old might know the latest JavaScript framework, but when it comes to untangling legacy code or debugging a nightmare on a tight deadline, that's where experience shines. These days, junior devs can just ask ChatGPT whether a bracket is missing or whether an algorithm is performant. But here's the thing, experience isn't just about spotting syntax errors. It's about knowing how to verify whether the bug exists in the first place and where to look when things go wrong. When an app running in the cloud goes down, the senior dev doesn't just panic. They know which logs to check, how to trace the issue, and how to confirm that the fix actually works. The other thing too is that when you're in a war room, virtual or otherwise, whether it's early in the morning or late at night, debugging a production issue with teams across domains, it becomes clear why experienced devs are there. It's not just knowing about your code, it's about understanding how your code interacts with everyone else's. That cross-domain knowledge, the ability to pinpoint where systems touch and how they operate across the platform, is what young devs often lack. And in those moments, it's not about solving the problem, it's about preventing it from happening again. That's the kind of intuition no AI can replace. Well, at least not yet. The tech world might favor the shiny and the new, but there's a reason seasoned pros are still in demand. You've got wisdom, perspective, and a proven track record. Let's talk about the grind. Software development, it's not just a job, it's an endurance sport. Decades of 2 a.m. debugging sessions, endless hours staring at screens, and juggling impossible deadlines, it all adds up. And if you get stuck in something like waterfall agile, oh man, that's next level. You get all the chaos of constant change with the frustration of plans that never move. It's like trying to sprint through quicksand, painful and pointless. Honestly, if I had $1 for every time a junior dev yelled, "But it worked yesterday," I'd be retired on a beach by now. And let's be real, 9 times out of 10, it's because someone skipped unit tests. When you don't unit test, you're basically coding on faith. It's like building a house of cards during an earthquake and hoping for the best. Sure, it compiles, but does it work? Well, that's tomorrow's problem until it's a production problem and your PagerDuty app turns into your alarm clock at 3 a.m. And let's not forget the physical toll. Carpal tunnel from marathon coding sessions, back pains from those ancient office chairs that feel like medieval torture devices, and let's face it, the company's too cheap to splurge on a standing desk. Then there's the mental gymnastics of keeping up with tech every week. There's a new JavaScript framework no one asked for, a new tool claiming to revolutionize your workflow, and a keyboard shortcut for your IDE that you'll never probably remember. It's okay to admit it. Burnout is real. Sometimes you just need to step back before you end up trying to debug your own life choices. Here's the thing about turning 50. Your priorities start to shift. You think more about what truly matters. Family, hobbies, maybe even ticking off that travel bucket list. And for a lot of devs, this is the moment when the grind no longer feels worth it. They're ready to try something new. Something that aligns with life they actually want to live. Maybe you've spent years chasing promotions, grinding through 60-hour work weeks, or sticking around because of those golden handcuffs, but now you're at a point where you're like, you know what? I just want to have dinner with my family without hearing that dreaded Slack ping. Or finally grinding out some quests in World of Warcraft with your alternate character. And honestly, that is totally valid. Some devs pivot into teaching or mentoring, others go freelance, consult, or even start their own YouTube channel. Because hey, flexibility is the name of the game. It's not about quitting, it's about finding a path that works for your life and what matters to you most. Now, sure, industry's evolving. I mean, AI assisted coding, automation, outsourcing, it's enough to make anyone feel like they're falling behind. But here's the thing, experience doesn't go out of style. Think about it. Tools might change, but the core problems don't. Clients still need solutions, teams still need leaders who can think clear, and that's where veteran devs thrive. Instead of chasing every shiny new tool, you can focus on what you've mastered, solving problems, mentoring teams, and delivering value in an agile manner, of course, because those skills, they're evergreen. Here's the real question. What does success look like for you after 50? Maybe it's climbing the ladder to a leadership role. Maybe it's working part-time so you can finally write that novel or start a side hustle. Or maybe stepping away from a full-time coding altogether. Uncle Bob Martin once said, the only way to go fast is to go well. I know a dev who took that philosophy at heart. At 55, they left their corporate job and started consulting for nonprofits. They told me it was the most fulfilling work they'd ever done. Less stress, more meaningful impact. By focusing on quality over hustle, they redefined success on their own terms and found a way to make a difference without burning out. So, should software developers quit after 50? Honestly, maybe, but not because the industry says so. It's about what you want, whether it's coding, teaching, freelancing, or something totally different. The next chapter is yours to write. Drop a comment. What's your take on life in tech after 50? If this video got you thinking about your career, hit that like button. And if you want more real talk about life, tech, and everything in between, don't forget to subscribe. I've got plenty more coming your way. I'll see you on the next one.